Thank you. Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to my English practice lesson today. It's Saturday evening here in the UK, and our local time is once again 7:59 p.m. And you're watching with me, as you can see. Hello, David. Welcome. So, dear viewers, from all of my classes, I try to teach as much as different things. The first one is grammar. Second one is vocabulary, how you can use them depending on the content and context, as well as different tenses. And after that, I try to help you giving the strategy for speaking, and also I help many students giving the IELTS coaching. And the last one is I try to help you giving the information about the British IPA, the English pronunciation. Okay, so these are the ways, dear viewers. Remember that in order to join me or hop on here, the process is you need to subscribe to my lesson. And obviously, there are a few ways the subscription can be done. Number one, you may be eligible to get 2 free lessons, or you have to use your Hello Cash for a month or more. Hello, Ashmeet, welcome. Hello, Subiantoro Hadi, welcome. Thank you very much, dear viewers, for joining. Once again, it's Saturday evening here in the UK. Our target is today to read a story as long as my subscribers are here. But if they're not here, then I have to change the plan. Plan B. Hello, Subiantoro. Thank you very much for the subscription. If you have time, please hop on. I have invited you already. Okay, so dear viewers, these are the ways. Or if you don't want to subscribe to my lesson, but still if you want to hop on here, then you need to use Hello Cash $2. Oh, you can't. That's okay. No worries. I understand sometimes some people may be busy for different things. So no worries about that. Okay. So one second, guys. Let's read the story. So it's a non-fiction reading, as you can see. Directions: read the following passage and answer the question that follow. Refer to the text to check the answers when appropriate. All right. I'm not sure if you can see the shared screen. If you see it, please let me know. Hi, Ashmeet. Thank you very much for your subscription. I have invited you as well. Let me know if it is okay to join. Okay. So I believe that you both have joined on a trial basis. Let me check it though. That's right. You both have joined these lessons on a trial basis. So what it means? It means that you'll be getting 2 free lessons. Each lesson has 1 hour duration, and those lessons are saved underneath my YouTube channel, on the Hallo channel, underneath my account, as well as in my Facebook. You can watch them anytime. Okay. Hello, Mursal, you're from Italy. Welcome. Ashmeet, I don't know whether you can join me or not. Let me know in the comment section, because sometimes you may be busy. I don't know. So I try to invite each and every new subscriber when they join and try to talk to them. But it appears that you both might be busy. That's why you have declined. So no worries, guys. If you're free, then let me know. Then we'll have some reading, some, chit chat and conversation. You've got network problem? Okay. So have you ever heard the sound of hummingbird? They make a buzzing noise when they fly. They make this noise because they beat their wings so fast. They beat their wings up to 80 times a second. Wow, that's too fast. 80 times in 1 second, not even minute. All that flapping makes a lot of noise. That's why we call them hummingbirds. So the humming noise, do you know the humming noise? Like zzz, like this, okay? So once again, sorry Ashmit, I didn't get your question. What do you mean by the which country? Please write a full sentence or question so that I can understand. So listen and look at this amazing part. The beat, the wings 80 times in every second. So in every minute, 4,800 times. Okay. Uh, oh, you haven't checked anything at all. Ashmeet and Suvyant, all this information are in my profile. I'm from the United Kingdom. My local time is 6 past 8 p.m. Saturday evening. Okay, that's the answer of both of the questions of you. So I know that it's midnight in India and early morning in Indonesia. So I wonder how you guys managed to hop on and join at the midnight. Okay, so the amazing information is they make the noise because they beat the wing so fast, like 80 times in a second. All that flapping makes a lot of noise, and that's why we call them hummingbirds. Hummingbirds fly in a unique way. They move their wings so fast that they can hover. Do you know the meaning of hover, guys? This means that they can stay in one spot in the middle of the air, like a helicopter. Hmm. So hover means when somebody staying like this in helicopter. If you have seen helicopters are staying in one station, then they're making the aeroplane that their fans moving. So what happens basically, the wings of the hummingbirds move so fast, like 80 times in a second, which is very difficult for some other birds, and they can stay in the air like this. Okay, in India it's 12:37. Okay, that's great. I know there's midnight because Indian time is 5.5 hours ahead of our time. So our local time is 8 past 8 p.m. So in India that is 12 past 30 uh, 12 past 37, right? Euros. Oh, that's great. And Indonesia it's more than that, maybe 2:37. Okay, guys. So hummingbirds fly in a unique way. They move their wings so fast that they can hover. This means that they can stay in one spot in the middle of the air like a helicopter. Sometimes they fly or hover upside down. They are they are the only bird that flies backward. I see. That is an amazing information as well. 80 times per second, and they can fly back. Interesting though. In Indonesia, the timing is 9:02 p.m. Okay, so Indonesia is how many hours ahead of us? So it's 7.5. Okay, guys, so let's move on to the next paragraph. Hummingbirds are small. One type called the bee hummingbird is the smallest bird in the world. Bee hummingbirds weigh less than a penny. Wow, very tiny. The smallest bird in the world. Subianto says, I'm sorry, sir. Now I want to sleep. Maybe next time. Oh, no worries. You take care. Thank you very much for stopping by. Sir, repeat. Okay, I was explaining about the hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are so light that they're less than a weight of a penny. Have you ever seen a penny? That is, penny is a coin of British currency. I don't know if you can see it or not. This is penny. Okay, very light, and they move their wings so fast that 80 times in 1 second. All right. So next is build hummingbirds. Sorry, bee hummingbirds build tiny nests. They use cobwebs and bits of bark to make their homes. Bee hummingbirds once again use cobwebs and bits of bark. These homes are only in and round. This is big enough for their eggs, though. Hummingbirds move so fast, it takes lots of energy to move fast as they do. No worries. This means that they need to eat a lot of food. Their favorite food is nectar, a sweet liquid inside the sunflowers. Okay. Um, they drink more than their own weight in nectar daily. They have to visit hundreds of flowers to get enough nectar to leave. They can only see. They can. Sorry. They drink more than their own weight. They have to visit hundreds of flowers to get through nectar to leave. They can only store enough energy to survive. Mhm. Enough energy to survive through the night. Sorry, just got stuck something here. They drink more than their own weight in nectar daily. They have to visit hundreds of flowers to get enough nectar to live. They can only store enough energy to survive through the night. They live on the edge, which means that whenever they collect the nectar, that is enough for the night. So next morning they have to collect food, which is nectar. Hummingbirds don't use their long beaks like straws. They have a tongue just like you. They use their tongues for eating. They flick their tongues and out of their mhm, out of their mouths while inside of flowers. Lap up nectar. Flowers give them energy that they feed. Lap, there is a new word for me. I have to find the meaning. They lap up nectar. Okay. Flowers give them the energy that they feed. Okay. Hummingbirds help flowers too. They get pollen on their heads and bills when they feed flowers as pollen to make seeds. Make seeds. Sorry. Okay, let's go to the next one. Hummingbirds help flowers too, as I said. Hit the bills when they feed. Flowers use pollens to make seeds. Hummingbirds help pollen get from one flower to the next. Okay. Uh, it, all right. To go on without the subscribers, I can see subscribers are there, guys. They are not able to hop on. Others, it would be amazing to read out this story. They get pollen on their heads and bills when they feed. Flowers use pollen to make seeds. Hummingbirds help pollen get from one flower to the next. This helps flowers make more seeds. More seeds means more flowers, and more flowers means more food for the hummingbirds. Isn't it nice how that works? Okay, there is another Ashmit. Welcome. Two Ashmits are here. Okay, now question and answer session. Question one: why are they called hummingbirds? A. They are very light. B. They sing when they fly. C. Their wings make humming sound. D. Their song sounds like humming. This is called humming. Excuse me. So they're very light. That's true. Their wings make a humming sound. That's true as well. They sing when they fly. And that's not true. Their song sounds like humming. That's not true either. So it should be A or C. What do you think, guys? Why they're called hummingbirds? Because they make hum. Because their wings make humming sound. B is the correct answer. Okay, so number two, how do hummingbirds eat? That's a pretty slick question. Ashmate, B. Which one is B, Ashmate? We have already answered for the question one. Okay, how about question two, guys? How do hummingbirds eat? Do you remember? It has been explained in the story. It's not story, it's non-fiction. So they drink nectar through their beaks like a straw. They chew up flower petals with their beaks. They use their heads and bills to eat pollen. So guys, what is the answer? Question two. They drink nectar through their beaks like a straw. They chew up flower petals with their beaks. They use their heads and bills to eat pollen. They lap on nectar with their tongues. Do you remember? I think it may be. A. Okay, let's go on. Less than they are just like us. Okay. But hummingbirds build tiny nests. They use covers and beads of bark to make their homes. Their homes are only an inch around. Okay. This big enough for the eggs enough. Okay. As you see, the answer is there. They use their hairs and bills to eat pollen? No. They drink nectar through their beaks like a straw. Okay. Number C. How do hummingbirds help flowers? They drink nectar. Number one. Number two. But the next one, guys. Hummingbirds help flowers. They drink nectar. Number one, they bring pollen from one flower to another. And they use their hairs and bills to eat pollen. Okay, so hummingbirds um, uh, Ashmit says 3D. 2C is incorrect. How do hummingbirds help flowers? They drink what nectar? They bring pollen and one pollen after the next. They eat pollen. That's so. It should be they bring pollen from one flower to another. 3C. Okay. All right. Ashmit, which one you disagree? Is it number 2 or 3? I've written 3D. 3D says they plant seeds. Birds cannot plant seeds. That is very unusual. You've written 2C. They chew up flower petals with their beaks. No, they don't. Let me see. Look at these lines again. Hummingbirds fly in a unique way. They move their wings so fast that they can hover. This means that they stay in one spot in the middle of the air. Okay, and let me see. They make buzzing noise when they fly. To make this noise, because they beat their wings so fast, they beat their wings up to 80 times a second. All that flapping makes a lot of noise. All that. So their wings first that they can cover. Hover. Okay, I'm explaining 2 and 3. Question number 2 is, how do hummingbirds eat? So here, hummingbirds move fast. It takes lots of energy to move as fast as they do. This means they need to eat a lot of food. Their favorite food is nectar, a sweet liquid inside the sunflowers. They drink more than their weight in nectar daily. They have to visit hundreds of flowers. You can see that. Hundreds. They have to visit hundreds of flowers to get enough nectar. A sweet liquid inside sunflowers. They drink more than their own weight. They have to visit hundreds of flowers to get enough nectar to live. They can only store enough energy to survive through the night. They live on the edge. Okay, their eggs are smaller than peas. People have found in it. First, this means their favorite food. They drink more than their weight in nectar daily. They have to visit hundreds of flowers to get enough nectar to live. Okay, hummingbirds don't use long beaks. I've already explained. Okay, they have tongue just like you. They use their tongues for eating. They flick their tongues in and out their mouths while inside them the energy they had feed. Okay, hummingbirds have flowers too. They get pollen on their heads and bills when they feed flowers as pollen to make flowers. Okay, they feed flowers. They get pollen on their heads and bills when they feed. Flowers use flowers is pollen to make seeds. Hummingbirds help pollen get from one flower to the next. Okay, the answer is there. Okay, guys. Actually, it's a bit kind of boring when I read and answer myself. That's if there are subscribers, they can read. Then we can have interactive sessions. Okay. All right. So, what was the other question? Sorry, I switched quickly. So, hummingbirds have flowers. They bring pollen from one flower to another. According to the text, which does the bee hummingbird use to make nest? Straw, bark, concrete sticks, bark. Okay. Hummingbirds are small. One time called the bee hummingbirds is the smallest bird in the world. Okay. Oh. Bee hummingbirds weigh less than a penny. They're just as little bit bigger than bees. I guess that's where they get their name. Okay, so welcome once again, everyone. If you're interested to join, you have to subscribe or hop on here. Okay. All right, next question. Let's move. Which best describes the main idea of the fifth paragraph? Let me find out. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the fifth paragraph. Okay. Hummingbirds move fast. It takes a lot of energy to move as fast as they do. This means that they need to eat a lot of food. Their favorite food is nectar, a sweet liquid inside. Liquid inside of some flowers. They drink more than their own weight in nectar daily. They have to visit hundreds of flowers to get enough nectar to live. They can only store enough energy to survive there through the night. They live only at the edge. So they don't eat much, they eat enough to survive the night. So the fact says birds move fast. Hummingbirds like to eat nectar. Hummingbirds use lots of energy and eat often. Okay. Hummingbirds drink their own weight in nectar every day. Um, Sometimes choosing answer is a bit difficult. Hummingbirds move fast, that's okay. Like to eat nectar, lot of energy and eat often. Drink their own weight in nectar every day. I think both C and D are possible. Okay, let me see C and D. So hummingbirds use lots of energy and eat often. Well, they eat every day, so that's not correct. Hummingbirds drink their own weight in nectar every day. So D is the most probable answer. Okay, so number 8, which best defines the word hover as used in paragraph 2? To stay in one spot in the air, an animal that has hoops, to clean area thoroughly, to move while viewing by fast, by being fast. Okay, so hover means to stay in one spot in the air. So A is the correct answer. Number 9, why do flowers need pollen? A, flowers eat pollen. B, hummingbirds eat pollen. C, actually that's C. B, pollen attracts hummingbird. D, flowers use pollen. Okay, that's the story for today. Let me see. Okay, number 10. Which title best describe the main idea of this text? Bee hummingbird, the world's smallest bird. Pollination, how birds and flowers work together. Hmm. Hummingbirds, unique and uniquely helpful. Interesting facts about birds. Bee hummingbirds, we should say, the world's most smallest bird. Disclaimer, that's I think the correct answer in this case. Guys, I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm back. Okay, number 5. Let's go back. Which birds describe the main idea of the 5th paragraph? Hummingbirds move fast. It takes lots of energy to move as fast as they do. This means that they need to eat a lot of food. Their favorite food is nectar, sweet liquid inside of some flowers. They drink more than their own weight in nectar daily. They have to visit hundreds of flowers to get enough nectar to live. They can only store enough energy to survive through the night. They live on the edge. So 5. Hummingbirds move first. Hummingbirds like to eat nectar. Hummingbirds use lots of energy and eat often. That's not correct. Hummingbirds drink their own weight in nectar every day. Okay, best. Move fast, and that's okay. And also D, hummingbirds drink their own weight nectar. So it should be one weight, guys. After eating, then they can move fast. So that's the answer. Which statement about bee hummingbirds is not true? So which statement about bee hummingbirds is not true? A. Bee hummingbird eggs are smaller than peas. B. Bee hummingbirds weigh less than a penny. C. Bee hummingbirds have built nests on clothespins. D. Bee hummingbirds do not grow larger than bees. Okay, actually I also forgot, so I need to read once again. Alright, hummingbirds don't use their long beaks like straws. They have long tongues just like you. Use their tongues for eating. They flick their tongues in and out of the mouths while inside of flowers. They lap up nectar. Flowers give them the energy that they need. Hummingbirds help flowers too. They get pollen on their heads and bills when they feed. Flowers use pollen to make seeds. Hummingbirds help pollen get from one flower to the next. This helps flowers make more seeds. More seeds means more flowers. More flower means more food for hummingbirds. Isn't it nice how that works out? Okay, we got the answer for the 6. Hummingbirds' eggs are smaller than peas. Way less than a penny, that's correct. Bee hummingbirds have built a nest. C is the correct answer. It's not true. Okay, it is not in the um, this non-fiction story. Number 7. What's unique about the way that hummingbirds fly? They can fly faster than any other bird. They can fly longer than any other bird. C. They can fly forward and backward. D. They can fly for a few seconds at a time. They can fly forward and backward. That is the uniqueness of the bird. Okay, so lap up. What does lap up mean, guys? Lap up. So they lap up nectar. Flowers give them energy that they need. So let's find out the meaning of lap up. It's a new word for me as well. Lap means the top source of the upper part of the legs of a person who is sitting down. Okay. That's noun. Lap up owner, round track. Lap verb, to pass someone in a race who has been round the track on less time than 2. Okay, another meaning. I see, to drink a liquid by taking small amounts into the mouth with a lot of short, quick movements of the tongue. Okay, so the sip, you're right, kind of, but they use their tongue like leaking. Hello, Maya, thank you very much. Flowers give them the energy that they need. Okay, cool. This is 6. This is 7. Number 10. Which title best describe the main idea of this text? Bee hummingbirds, the world's smallest bird. Pollination, how birds and flowers work together. Hummingbirds, unique and uniquely helpful. Interesting facts about birds. I think A would be the main idea, bee hummingbirds, according to this paragraph. How do flowers and hummingbirds benefit each other? Read the text to support your answer. It says in the last paragraph. Hummingbirds help flowers too. They get pollen on their heads and bills. When they feed, flowers use pollen to make seeds. Hummingbirds help pollen to make seeds. Hummingbirds help pollen get from one flower to the next. This helps flowers make more seeds. More seeds means more flower means more food for the hummingbirds. Okay, so hummingbirds help the pollination, which makes seeds, and seeds makes flowers, and flower means more nectar. This is the way they help. Okay, dear viewers, that's all about today's read. I wish that my subscribers are here and read with me, but unfortunately they're not. Okay, so once again, dear viewers, thank you very much for being here. It's really my pleasure to see you. How about we have just 13 more minutes? We're going to read something else now. Okay, just give me a quick second. Okay, today we're going to read another story, simple past tense. Rapunzel. Once upon a time, a couple lived in a house next to the witch. The wife longed to get lettuces in the witch's beautiful garden. The wife wanted the lettuces so much that her husband decided to steal them, but he was caught by the witch. Have the lettuces, but soon you'll have a baby and you must give me your child when she's born. The man was so scared that he agreed to do everything she asked. When the little girl was born, the witch took her away and named her Rapunzel. Okay, so when Rapunzel grew, the witch locked her away in a tower in the middle of a forest with a window right at the top. Whilst Rapunzel lived in the her golden hair grew longer and longer. When the witch visited, she would call, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your long hair. Rapunzel let down her hair and the witch climbed up. One day a handsome prince rode through the wood and found a tower. He heard singing and saw Rapunzel at the window. He watched the witch come to the tower and climb Rapunzel's hair and decided to do the same. The prince visited Rapunzel every day. But when the witch found out, she tricked the prince and threw him out of the tower. He fell on some thorns and scratched his eyes. The prince was blind for a long time until one day he heard Rapunzel. When she saw it was her prince, she cried with happiness. Her tears touched his eyes and could see again. They lived happy ever after in his kingdom. This is a common expression in many stories, fairy tale stories. So Rapunzel is like a fairy tale story. Read the sentence below and write true or false. The wife wanted to eat the lettuces that her husband grew. That is definitely false. The husband decided to steal the lettuces because his wife wanted to eat them very much. That's true. The husband ran away when he heard the witch's voice. That's not true either, so that's false. Number 4, the witch wanted a lot of money from the man for the lettuces. That's not true either, so it's false. Number 5, the man agreed the witch's offer because he was really terrified. That's true. Number 6, the witch wanted the unborn child in return for the lettuces. That's right. Number 7, when the girl was born, the couple didn't agree to give her to the witch. That's not true. The witch named the little girl Rapunzel. That's right. The witch took Rapunzel with her everywhere she goes. That's wrong. The witch climbed up the tower with the help of Rapunzel's long hair. That's true. 12. When the witch saw the prince, she agreed to help them get married. That's wrong. Instead, she just threw him out of the tower. The prince and Rapunzel lived together at the end. Yes, that's right. Read the fairy tale and answer the questions. What did the wife want to eat? Lettuces. I'm answering it shortly. Would the wife eat lettuce? Yes. What happened when the husband stole lettuces? He was caught. What did the witch want for the lettuces? The born child. Did the husband agree with witch's offer? Yes. What happened after the baby was born? When the baby grew up, they gave it to the witch. So, why did the witch keep Rapunzel in a tower inside a jungle? How did the witch enter the tower? Through Rapunzel's long hair. What did the prince when he found the tower? He went to meet Rapunzel every day. What happened to the prince when the witch realized him? Uh, the witch threw him out of the tower. Why did Rapunzel cry? Because she met her prince at last. How could the prince see again? Because Rapunzel made the magic. Okay, guys. Oh, who has Robert? Welcome. You have subscribed at the last moment, Robert. I've got 4 minutes 41 seconds. If you're here, Robert, please do join me. So once again, guys, is the class of every what should I say, Wednesday and I think Friday and Saturday night, not Wednesday, I'm sorry, at 8 p.m. UK time. And please check the time in your country because it may be midnight in your country if you're from Asian countries. But if you're from North or South America or Canada, it may be afternoon or daytime. So thank you very much, guys, for joining here. Remember that I read a story and just answered the questions. because reading stories sometimes help you understand English and speaking as well. But in order to be good speaker, you have to practice. Okay, there is no other alternative, no shortcut, no quicker method other than practice. You choose a speaking partner, practice with the person every day, at least half an hour more. Remember, practice is the key word or magic word. And the more you practice, you'll be confident. You'll be more inspired by yourself. You'll be more motivated. All right. And there, where's I don't know whether you're still there or not because I can't see anyone's comments. If you want to join once again, you can join in two ways, either a free trial basis or a monthly subscription basis. In both of the cases, the classes durations are 1 hour. And it starts with countdown 59 minutes 59 seconds, and when it becomes zero, the class shuts down automatically. Okay, and for the trial basis users, you'll get 2 free lessons, and after that, you'll be automatically removed from the subscriber chart. When you subscribe to any of my lessons, you'll be automatically added there until your subscription is over. As for the free trial users, you'll get 2 lessons. After 2 lessons, your subscription is over unless you want to continue with money. Okay, and I will also teach grammar, vocab, IELTS coaching, as well as basic British by IPA. You can join other lessons as well where you will get discount. There is always a discount if you take more than 1 lesson with a teacher. Do not subscribe to any teacher out of your emotion. First, watch the you know lesson, whether the lesson is effective for you or not, whether the timing is okay for you or not, whether you can join the classes, because sometimes you subscribe to a teacher but you don't join the teacher, so it's really a loss of class and money as well if you're a paid subscriber. Okay, but there is another option. If you want to hop on only to few classes, use $2 to hop on. Okay, Hello will cost you $2 for every hop on. So thank you very much once again, dear viewers. Uh, thanks for being here. If you've got any questions or comments or anything to know, you are more than welcome. Bear in mind that you can learn from anyone. It doesn't matter it's a teacher or a student. As long as you learn from someone else, use it, apply it. Otherwise, you're going to forget in no time. We are human brains. Our brains have the talent to forget things that we learn. That's the reason, or which is why we practice a lot to remember, to sharpen our brain, our memory. So thank you very much, guys, once again. I believe that you are having fantastic time wherever you are. I'd like to see you later. You take care and bye. Cheerio. Good day.